today's video. It's going to be a nice one. Got my orange, and I'm going to brew myself a beautiful cup of coffee right in the orange. So the instructions could not be simpler, okay? I don't need a rocket science degree to explain this part. I've just cut the top of the orange off. I'm carefully carving the orange out. Careful not to pierce through the orange peel. And I'm going to end up like that. Super refreshing. And then the rest, I'm just going to scoop as much out as I can. So I've got my orange bowl here. And you're going to keep going until you've got everything nice and carved out. Now I've got a nice little orange coffee cup, and I'm ready to put the water in and hit it with some heat and boil up my coffee. Okay, so I've got some tin foil here, and I just crudely wrapped it around the orange. I've got 1 tablespoon of coffee, and I've already gone ahead and I've got behind me here my hot water brewing. So I'm going to pour the hot water in and then give it just a few minutes on the fire to let the coffee and the orange sort of come together and blend those flavors. And then basically it's a done deal. So super easy, nice and refreshing when you actually eat the orange, and then you get the added benefit of your own cup of orange coffee. Okay, so I've got my water, my boiled water from the fire already. I'm going to pour it right into the orange. And that's exactly 1 cup of water. Give this a nice stir. And then I'm going to put this whole thing back on the fire and just let it slowly come together and let the coffee grinds brew up. And back on the fire. Okay, so the coffee's been on now for a couple of minutes. Keep in mind I had already pre-boiled the water, so all I did now is just give it another 2 or 3 minutes to let the actual coffee itself percolate. And I'm going to carefully remove it from the fire. Ooh, it's a little hot. Peel back the tin foil and just let this rest for a couple of minutes here. Let some of the grind settle, and from here you have 2 options. You can drink it straight cowboy style with the the coffee grounds and all, or you can just filter it out into a different cup using a handkerchief. I'm just basically going to add a little dollop of sugar in here and just drink it right out of the orange and see how it is. Okay, so as I just mentioned, you've got 2 ways here. You can filter your brew off into your own cup, but I think if you've gone through the trouble of brewing coffee in an orange, you've got to do it this way. So now I'm just going to give it, I've added about a tablespoon of sugar, got about a cup of coffee in here. I'm not terribly concerned about the coffee grounds, but if you were, like I said, just filter it out. Oh yeah, exactly, regular cup of coffee, and you just get the tartness and the orange taste right at the end, just very lightly. And it tastes absolutely delicious. Big hit. You get that refreshment from the orange and the flavor, and a traditional cup of cowboy coffee. Cheers.